First thing is the headquarters position. The headquarters is where you're here or here, or even here, okay? And these are headquarters positions. One knee down, one knee up. Two knees up in like squatting, or here. And I always want my elbow and knee connected, and I want to keep this hand away from that right hand so he can't grab the sleeve. So I keep always walking him out that way and pushing his, what now is the bottom leg, forward to cause him to rotate. And I keep pulling this in and locking it to my thigh knee, because I'm pushing it in, and that foot is being pushed down by my elbow, and my hand is pushing me into here, and my hips are constantly driving forward. So if you notice, his knees are already getting folded across right here, okay? If he's got a foot on the hip, okay, I'm still driving forward and jamming it, because here I can easily begin to remove the foot on the hip. What would you put your grips?
Here on one of these here, I'm trying to get.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so we're here. Look, I can just go here, and then already begin to fold him here. Because it's very difficult for him now to move his hips away, and it's difficult for him now to do really much, considering I can begin to fold him over with my body, and then just still be here and control. I don't have to be in a rush to pass. I can go here, I can pin it here, I can pin it here, I can jam it here, back step it here, and then get to the position where I plow him from the back. So the headquarters is one of these interesting positions that you wind up in a lot, because remember, like Rick, you did this, right? Here, you gotta be able to like actually throw his legs by and keep them by. Because also the knee position, you look at his knee, the knees relative to the hips. He's got power when these knees are just at the plane of his belt line, his hip line, and right about here, like a leg press. Here he can push me away, but if he pushes me too far, you see how his legs die. So you look at the knee line relative to the hip line. If you're here and he's got guard, okay, and let's say whether it be the heaver or feet on the hips, collar, sleeve, whatever it may be, good. Okay, right here, if I'm here, okay, and I see this leg already extended past his knee right here, look how easy it is to be able to get this leg off my hip. Because he, in order for him to keep this, he's got to pull me into this leg and now push the leg, regrip the collar. Yeah, because here, if I step back, he runs out of leg extension. So you have to learn your range of guard, because if you get pushed too far away, even with me, if I get pushed too far away, the leg's straight. When it's straight, it's very easy to move, because it's all like the weak muscles. Your power is at 90 degrees, like a leg press. You know what I'm saying? You're weakest when your knees are closer to the chest, or when your feet are most straight. You know, like bent but close to being straight. Because there it's wobbly. So if I look and his feet are right about here, okay, and he pushes me away, you literally throw it. To secure it, like you did, look, I go here, and again, it's pinning him into like a weak fetal position and using the mat to pin. Because here, it's just more so me controlling him and being aware of where he's at, where I'm at. But going back to the headquarters, I saw a lot of this, but this doesn't do me any good. This is literally easy for him to swoop. If you grab that collar and he just scissor sweeps me now, it's very easy. And I have no balance. I need to lead with this knee here, okay? And I constantly want to walk it and drive it. So as he gets his grips, whatever it may be, I'm always jamming up his hips because I know that the open guard is only as good as the person's ability to move their hips. So if we combine what we did last week, okay, going to the guard pass and to the knee cut and with the underhooks or whatnot, if I'm here, okay, and I start walking here, and remember, I'm here, I'm pushing myself this way. Also, to have maximum power with the right knee, I don't have power this way. I have power here, and then I drive over. Now right here, I'm losing power. I have to tilt here, step, and then drive, okay? Because if I start just driving here, it's weak, because my knee is way too far over my foot. I wanna go here, here, and then drive, right here. Now, if I'm driving this way, oftentimes he'll wanna pull me back to the right to re-square himself here, and then you move it across here. And then from here, I can begin to go into what we did last week as a knee cut. So this headquarters position is very important. The other thing that's important about the headquarters, Joe, point your head that way. If you notice my feet, my back foot is always alive. The reason why it's alive is because if I go this way and he pushes me back to get me to the right, I can always stand up, okay? If my foot is like this, I literally don't have power. Push me. You see how it slides my knee back? If I'm here, push. See how he slides back? Okay, and I can always move his foot off my hip and even leg drag it, just to guide it across so I can pass. So this headquarters position is important. Now what you guys are gonna do is just practice this, because look how this happens here. Close guard. Okay, so we're here. He's got his guard. I want to open his guard and cross his feet. Look, here. Headquarters. I don't want my hand here. It doesn't do me anything good, any use right now here. It does me more, because look how narrow my base is. It's my foot, my knee. It's a very narrow, acute triangle. Here, it's like an obtuse triangle where it's greater than 90 degrees here. I think you see how I use very little math I know. Okay. If he wants to put his foot back on my hip, I can drop this across and I can already pass. I anticipate, because I want to keep tilting him also in a way that makes it awkward for him to maintain an open guard fundamentally rooted in 4 points of contact. Okay. So the last thing is that this right here is pulling and readjusting, pulling, readjusting. Sometimes this will slip, got to readjust and pull. We'll go over grip break from here. So as we go here, I'm here, and I want to tilt this way here, so I'm at an angle. So I push, pull, and I want to lock here. Because what happens is that his head can't really go back, and it's hard for him to engage his hips. Go ahead. You see how he tilts and he rotates? If this is loose, now go. See how much power he has to move his hips? Which is fine. I just have to walk it in here. But I can't do that because he'll take his left foot and he'll put it on my hip. He'll push away and he'll pull me back in a closed guard. So I want to prevent that. So when you open up your guard, when you uncross their feet, here, this comes in automatically right here. Because he's going to put this knee up here, probably put up on your hip, and I constantly push right here. I mean, pull, regrip and pull, twist and pull. And on my right elbow, it's pushing into the top of my knee. I don't like it here. I feel it's weak. I'd rather have it here than here because he's got less access to my hip. But I want to be here. And I'm going to go one, and I keep going in a circle. He moves me back the other way. I can pass, okay? So try that, guys. All right, Troy, now. Joe, tried?